Trevor Alonso. I talked about Amicon in my last video. At Amicon, I had a chance to see a replica of the Delorean from Back to the Future. The Back to the Future trilogy is one of my favorites growing up, so I had to see the Delorean. I have to say, walking up to the Delorean was amazing. Just seeing the car from a distance was great. It was made by a couple named Terry and Oliver Haller, who really love Back to the Future. I got a chance to talk to them about the car. This is Trevor Alonso at Amicon. I'm at the Back to the Future DeLorean booth, and I'd like to ask a few questions.
Hi, I'm Terry Holler. I'm one of the owners, along with my husband Oliver, of the Back to the Future DeLorean Time Machine.
Alright, this is pretty cool. So first off the bat, I saw on the website, this isn't the one in the movie, but this is a official replica?
Correct. This is our replica. We made it ourselves 19 years ago, and we've been time traveling ever since.
Cool. What made y'all want to start doing it besides the love of the movie?
Well, you know that story when somebody delivers you a bunch of lemons and you got to make some lemonade of it? Well, we had some bad news. Oliver was pretty sick, and the doctor gave him about 6 months to live. And he said that if I've only got 6 months, the least I can do is make a time machine. So he did, and that was 19 years ago. So you never know. Get a second doctor's opinion.
Wow, that's pretty cool and pretty deep. All right, so I noticed it looks like the Back to the Future 3 car right now.
Yes.
And I see on your website it looks like the one from Part 2, then one from Part 1. So I'm guessing these are all accessories you put on there.
Yes, we call her a convertible. She can convert to any of the movie cars except the hovering one. We haven't figured that out just yet.
We're still waiting on that, and Nike said they were going to do lace-up shoes, and they missed that mark.
They're close.
Yeah. Okay, so I know it's the official car. How did it become the official car?
The official car. Well, the Back to the Future website, backtothefuture.com, that's Stephen Clark. He operates that, and he's a very good friend of ours. And we had done a few shows with him and decided that we might be a pretty good live-action representation of the website. So when people need a time machine, they reach out to Stephen, and Stephen hooks us up, and we all have a good time with it. But the most important part about our car, you may have missed it, is that we fundraise for the Michael J. Fox Foundation. We are a time machine that's traveled over 800,000 miles to 28 countries, raising over $800,000 to finding a cure for Parkinson's disease. So I think that's our official role.
That's pretty cool. That's fandom with a cause.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you've met some of the actors, or maybe all of the actors. What were their reactions to this?
Well, we have been lucky. In the 18 years or 19 years that we've been doing this, we have met most of the cast and some of the crew and designers. And one of the nicest compliments was paid to us by Michael Chaffee. In the first movie, he was kind of the go-between from the shop that was building the car and the artist that drew the car on paper. He would go out and find all the parts and pieces to make it look like the car we know and love. Well, when Oliver was building the car, we didn't have access to Michael Chaffee's brain, and we had to find our own things. And when Michael saw our car, he was kind to say that it was kind of a folk art representation, but he wished we were on his crew when he was doing the build.
Wow, that's pretty good. Odd question, maybe oil changes and all that stuff. Do you just go to any mechanic, or do they get surprised when you show up?
Well, when you travel the world, you have to know your car. So our car can have an oil change anywhere because we've made it very simple. Our friend Toby Peterson in the Seattle area, he's got a DeLorean garage up that way, helped us find a simple way to change the oil, because on other DeLoreans it's a little tough. You have to have a special tool, but no special tools required, so we've made that simple. We have our favorite mechanic in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. He's the fellow that does it when we're home, but when we're on the road, we just have to stop and say, will you change our oil for us, please?
Well, what's their reactions?
Well, it's one of two things. One, they're excited and they call the entire store out to come and take a look-see. So we're there for about an hour taking pictures. Or they do it really quick and then call everybody to come and take pictures. So it's pretty exciting.
I bet it is. I've I've seen in town a car that looks like the one from Transformers.
Oh, cool.
And every now and then I'll see it at a store.
It's, I get excited when I see a street DeLorean on the road, when I see the Ghostbusters mobile go by. This is movies from my youth, not so much yours, but mine. And
this is definitely my youth. I think this is maybe supposedly the third movie I saw in theaters.
Oh, congratulations. That's pretty cool. We love sharing our car. We love the reaction. The idea that this movie, being so many years old, still has a following is thrilling for us. And to know that our future is pretty bright because we've got a time machine and it looks good.
Yes, it does. It totally looks like the movie car.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
My name's Oliver Holler.
All right, how fast have you taken this, and have you definitely taken this to 88 miles an hour?
We often take it to 88, especially through Texas when they have the higher speed limits on the highways. The car likes to go fast on the interstate, but we try to stay within the legal limits. We have had it well over 100 miles an hour on the Bonneville Salt Flats and on closed racing tracks around. Oh, and on the German Autobahn, we've had it well over 100.
Wow. Okay. Has this been any TV shows, commercials, or like anything that we've seen on TV?
It's been filmed quite a lot. There've been several documentaries. One of them is called Back in Time, where my wife Terry and I were interviewed and featuring the car. It was in a series, a whole year's worth of commercials in Argentina for a company called Garbarino, and those commercials starred Christopher Lloyd as Doc Brown, and they filmed practically every holiday and season within about a week's time period, and the car was featured in those. It was featured in the Nike Mag release of 2015, I think it was. Or maybe it was 2011, I forget, in the New York Fashion Week at the Nike headquarters store. Commercials, been in all different kinds of commercials, from grocery stores to, golly, it's hard to remember, but you can find a lot of them on YouTube.
All right, I think I remember them Nike ones and some of the Christopher Lloyd ones, like on YouTube. Anything else you would like to add or plug or say right now, or?
Well, you can find us at tothefuture.org. That's our Facebook page. We're on Twitter as Team Fox DeLorean. We're on Instagram. You can just look for DeLorean pictures and you'll probably find us. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter and come out and see us when you can.
All right, thank you. Wow, what a deep and amazing story. This really feels like getting into the one from the movies. It was set up to look like the DeLorean from Part 3. The attention to detail is fantastic. There was stuff that I didn't notice until seeing it in person. I looked at pictures and video from the movies afterwards and was blown away by the small details. I must say, as a Back to the Future fan, I give this my full approval. I could spend all day just looking at it, taking pictures, and thinking about every scene from the movie. The hoverboard there was pretty cool too. I went to their websites and couldn't stop looking at pictures of past events. It was amazing. I even saw pictures of the car at the drive-in here in Amarillo, Texas. That would have been cool to see. I mean, can you imagine being at a drive-in and just sitting there and next to you pulls up the DeLorean from Back to the Future? I highly recommend going to their website. Please visit tothefuture.org. You can also find them on Facebook if you type in tothefuture.org in the search. There you can see more pictures and video of them and of the car. Also, please visit michaeljfox.org/ Team Fox. It's a wonderful organization set up to find a cure for Parkinson's. I have to say, it's so cool that they're raising money for our cause. You get to be a big fan and find a cure. This truly was a great experience. I've got to go, but where I'm going, we don't need roads. Thank you for watching my video.